G'day guys, Justin here from Gladstone Flying Sport Fishing. Just want to have a quick chat to you about a bit of an update on Lake Awoonga and where we think it's going in the next couple of months. What we've seen is that water level come back down to 49%, and there's starting to be some massive weed beds emerge all around the lake. Doesn't matter which arm you're going up, and some of the bays, there's some big weed beds, really healthy looking weed beds. And we think that's going to replicate what happened back in the mid-2000s, where we had lots of sort of high 90s to metre class barra up in that weed, and then these younger year classes tend to follow suit, and it's a bit of learnt behaviour, but they get in amongst that weed, they like to sit up in there, tailing amongst the weed, and what that created was an epic frog bite, and we think that's going to come back to Lake Awoonga. We've certainly seen some glimpses of that earlier this year, but we think this season, right through spring and summer months, is going to be unreal. So what better time to unveil a new bait brought in by Wilson, and it's these McArthy Baits Buzz and Frogs. Now, a little bit different to some of the other frogs out there, or toads out there on the market. These ones are sort of, they've got a similar shape to a Zoom horny toad, but what they do is have these really cool paddle legs that allows you to work the bait both slow and fast. A lot of the other frogs out there won't like, the ones in particular with the big paddle feet, don't tend to like being buzzed too fast, and things like your toads and things don't like to work as slow. So this thing's really special. It's something in between for both of them, and I think, yeah, this thing's going to kick ass out at Lake Awoonga. I think straight over the top of the weed beds, getting those big bow waves, chasing them down. There's nothing more exciting. We'd certainly take one or two fish on a toad or a frog over a paddle tail any day. It's just super special to watch those fish hunting down your lure. So we thought we'd just introduce you to these. You're going to see a lot more from us on these in the coming weeks, but thought we'd do a quick rigging video on these things because a lot of people sort of don't know which way to go about rigging them. So what we've done with them, and it seems to fit perfectly, we use the Owner Beast hook, and it's a 4.0, and they've got that little spiral locking twist lock that allows to keep that plastic in place a little bit better than your normal sort of worm hook style jig heads. Now this one's unweighted, but you can use like say a 1/8 ounce or 1/16 ounce if you just want a little bit of keel weight, but it's not necessary. Like these do have enough weight in them, so yeah, you'll find that you don't have to do it, but yeah, real simple. So they twist straight in, so you just straight in the nose of that frog, and then just twist him on, and it's really simple. Just twist him all the way on till he gets to there, and then you've got this free swinging frog like that, and then just line up exactly where you want to get him. And they've got a nice little sort of indent so where your hook point can come out, so sort of line that up perfectly, find the sweet spot, and just push that hook point through, and voila, nice weedless rigged McArthy Baits Buzz and Frog. Those little legs are going to go off on the surface. So yeah, that sits like that, and that'll just keel straight over the weed. As I said, this one's weightless, but you can certainly use a little bit more weight if you want to get 1/8 or 1/16 ounce on the bottom of those beast hooks, if you want to just get it to keel a little bit better, if you want it to just sink down a little bit faster. But that's got enough weight in it for a 10 to 20 pound or 15 to 30 pound 7-foot spin rod with a 4000 running 20 or 30 pound braid. That'll throw that every day of the week, and a nice fast action rod. So yeah, look, that bait there is going to get creamed over the top of the weed and coming off those weed edges over the next few months on Lake Awoonga. We think that's going to be that'd be unreal. The other thing you can do with that little spiral lock, if you're worried about it pulling out too much, which these don't tend to, but if you are worried, you can just put a little dob of super glue on that twist lock, just one drop, and then just twist it on, and then that'll sort of create a bit of a core in the middle of the bait, and that'll stop it from coming off. But yeah, guys, that's just a new bait there brought in by Wilson. It's the McArthy Baits Buzz and Frog. Look out for them. And yeah, they're going to be great on the impoundment barra scene. Cool. Happy fishing, guys.